Egyptian politics, our formal political sphere, is structured around an imbalance or lack of balance between Islamist and non-Islamist forces. But that imbalance is changing and is being newly defined constantly. And one would be, to my mind, not looking at what's going on objectively if we decide to operate based on the pictures that we got out of the parliamentary elections, Islamists winning around 70% or over 70%, and everyone else winning around 20% or a bit more, that picture of a missing balance and a clear imbalance between Islamists and non-Islamists is changing, and changing in the political reality in parliament and outside of parliament. Non-Islamists are gradually becoming more relevant, more significant in terms of deciding what's going on in the country politically. The Constituent Assembly was brought down due to a campaign that we launched, due to a non-Islamist campaign. And we were joined in by media, by the administrative court, which put forward the ruling and so on. But it was a well-orchestrated campaign that gave us more than what we are accounted for in terms of the number of seats we have in parliament. Non-Islamists are being increasingly looked at as partners by Islamists, and I can only attest to that in the daily management of parliamentary work. We are getting out of that minority position into becoming more of an empowered minority, so a weak minority into an empowered minority, and that is changing the dynamics of Egyptian politics in an interesting manner. To my mind, it's becoming more diverse, it's becoming more pluralist, and we are gradually building what I would term the rules of the game. Not only to respect the ballot box and the outcome of the ballot box, but to have consensus as an objective as well. The Constituent Assembly was a test case in terms of failing to reach consensus. And the Islamists are learning out of it that they need to have consensus as an objective, that they cannot simply take the country the way they wish or the direction they like and marginalize everyone else. And that is a very healthy development that is coming relatively quick, to my mind. I mean, after a few months of political dynamics, relatively pluralist and relatively diverse in parliament and outside. So the four facts taken together tell me, of course, one can add additional facts. Security sector reform completely missing. Addressing the core question with regard to the military establishment and their place in the system. Negotiations are yet to begin, and the bargaining situation, which we have to get to, is not there yet. One can add rule of law, law enforcement, and so on and so forth, yes.